Yes, I blessings, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, Big up on yourself as you rope in on the channel. Wagwan, wagod. Big up, big up, big up, big up every time. Now, one thing I realized that I'm in on the I'm in on the podcast, which I intended officially to come in on, but however, I'm streaming on the vlog. Yeah, that's what happens when you are doing too much. When you're doing too much. Hello and welcome to the Real Things podcast. Big up on yourself. Um, you see who we have on our screens. No holding back right now. We can't hold back. We have to just delve into uh what's happening on the streets of Whitey. No delaying, rather. No delaying. For those of you who are coming, I know I normally come a little bit later, but I have somewhere to be, so I have to put it a little earlier. Um, Doreen, I see you're saying that you're on your way to fasting. No problem. Big up yourself. Much love. And Jean Kelly, blessings and welcome. Blessings and welcome. Let me just see something here. Kindly hit the like, my people. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear, or let me do my check. Mm, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That is true. We all have to keep each other also in prayers. One way or the other. We all have to. From time to time, sometimes I will just call out some names, you know, as we as I pray. I'll just call out some names because sometimes you have to lift up each other. We have to lift up each other in prayers. So while we here, I don't know if any of you, I don't know if any of you um heard what's happening on the streets of Whitey, but I came across this video of Max One, and I know that this guy gets a little bit desperate from time to time, my people, honestly. But, you know, sometimes when you let these things slide, it gets out of control. Now, apparently, um, our friend here is on screen talking a bag of things, which I will play here and let you guys hear, and then we'll delve into it because I can't be here for too long. This was intended to be really, really short. Let's listen to this guy and then we'll get into the reaction.
Keep on supporting.
Like him catch a cold this morning.
Maxon is there. He's doing amazing.
Yeah, he's buffering. That's why sometimes I do clips. My internet is acting up a little bit, so bear with me. So apparently, I this thing gone all the way down. Apparently,
And even the man that
hold on, you jumping too far, buddy. Apparently, um, if you guys remember, um, some days ago, Mary got sponsored, and that young lady, Mary, you remember he got sponsored, and I don't know what's all of this. He got sponsored, and Marwa came on camera as he normally does when sometimes we even get at him and tell him, you know, sometimes it's not everything, it's for camera. But in situations like this, when you're talking about, um, when you're speaking about like someone sent some money and it is to be given out, especially in the way how these people are behaving lately. Honestly, honestly, you have to you have to be careful, extremely careful. Now, this one here is basically saying that some things went down and the donor reached out to him. I wanted to play the clip, but I don't know. The internet is acting up. Let's do it again and see if it will work out. Yeah, it's buffering a lot. Let's play it on the
is how you support Max.
all our
Yeah,
people.
so after saying that, I want to say that a lot is happening in our village here. The confusions,
Hold on, if I can find it on the maybe it will play a little bit better on the phone. I'm not sure.
people just tend to scam other people. But I think where we've reached, I think much, we've tried to correct them. And we've really tried and tried and tried to correct where we can. So today, yesterday, I just called from Madonna from heaven. Huh? I don't know from heaven.
Right. To prohibit all of this hiccups, let me see if I can play it um on my phone. Hold on.
Because we donors, when we send something to the community, more especially for the widows, more especially for the orphans, more especially for the poor, we want to see something being done in our
All of my people, we sometimes, how technology is. You have it all queued up, but then when the time comes, it does what it wants to. So he said the donor called him for clarity. Let's see if we can hear anything what he's saying here.
I said, okay, what's up? What is not happening? He told me that there's this one of the child that was abandoned, and she's now in grade 8 or grade 7. And he said that the donor says that I sent $700 for that child, at least to have the shopping,
Mm.
and for production. I think that I want to bring this story the way it is. Because me, I'm not here maybe to criticize anyone. I'm not here to say that this person scammed. We are here just to correct each other where we can, rectify each other, the same thing, so that even the donors who are sending this money, they can feel like something that has been sent has done the correct thing. So he told me that I'm not saying that those people scammed me, no. But on my own picture, the way I'm seeing things, I just want to know if the money that I sent was it equivalent to what that child got. So he referred me to one of the videos that I've put from the introduction. And I'm also going to put another video where he sent another money just yesterday. He added another money, $200. So I'm going to send that to put that receipt again. So I realized that this donor had been using Utiriba and also had been using our brother Ayamaru to support this child, which is a good thing. You know, $700, that is around 100,000, 125,000 Kenyan shillings, which is a lot of money. And from that shopping that I put there, I think you are seeing very clearly. We are seeing the beds, we are seeing a mattress, and we are seeing some commodities. So from what I've watched and from what the donor says, the donor is just a good person. What he wants is just accountability because he's not familiarized with the prices of things, the items here. More especially this for sure, but things like building, like one track of sand, he knows how
Hold
much
on,
they
hold
are.
on, hold on. Let me just rest right there. Let's just rest it right there. For those of you who are watching and are under the sound of my voice, I wanted to just ask this quick question, right? I want to ask a quick question. Didn't we see Marwa on camera explaining through and through how much monies were collected, how much monies were spent? Another question I want to ask is why is it that you're going to be set if any of this is true? Because we know that Max gets desperate from time to time and he does the most here on the streets of Whitey. But my second question is why would you send one set of money? Okay, as you as the donor now, you send one set of money. You had questions about about whatever you saw on camera, and in that moment you still went and call Max One as per allegedly. Let me use the word allegedly. Call Max One as he's saying out here on his camera and be asking questions and like you're seeking clarity, and then in the midst of all of this you go again and send another set of money. No, this story not add up to me. It's not really adding up, honestly. um it's not really adding up to me, but I have to say how I see it. Max One, as I said before, can be very desperate at times. He does and says the most. Now, we remember the other day when he was doing some projects in the village, what happened, the chaos, the confusion, and Morimi's house is there at a particular point and it's basically standstill. That's it for now. No doors, no windows, but it's there. I mean, at least the last time that I saw, that's what I saw. Now, the thing is not really even plain clear enough for you guys to hear. I was trying to use the audio from the phone. I don't even know if it came through clearly. But the thing is, honestly, um, you as a donor, if you're feeling insecure about, like for me personally, if I was doing something like this and I feel insecure about a particular move or moves that I may have seen or complaints that I may have heard, um honestly, I wasn't gonna be even thinking in that direction. I would try my best to even get somebody to go to the person directly. This is what I cannot understand. You will take your time, sift out Marwa, sift out whomever you want to, right? And as per you, you're dealing with them or him, Marwa, because he's clear, he's more honest. But then, in that same frame of mind, when you're thinking and you're saying, "Oh, I'm dealing with him because he's clear and he's honest," you're still nipping around to go and ask questions. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, there's a song in JA say to be poor is a crime. To be poor is a crime, yeah. Man, I have to know that in a this your time. Yeah. If you know, you know. Now, the Bible said the poor will always be amongst us. And I think like people like Marwa, so on and so forth, who we see here on the streets. The brother spoke openly, saying that, I think the roof, whatsoever is left, putting something on the roof would have been a good thing. Mm, fixing the roof would have been a good thing. Now, Max One is here saying the monies that were spent, the monies that were spent, whatever them showing on, whatever Marwa is showing, whatsoever Marwa is showing on the channel and Get Reba is showing on the channel, uh it's whatever amount of items that they buy. It's the money can do way more than that. And the grandmother had to be asking them over and over for them to fix the road. That's a bloody lie. She mentioned the roof because Marwa said to her, "How about us doing something about the roof?" Marwa at one time to me, when he was talking about the roof, seemed like he would probably want to even take on the project. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I saw. That's what I saw. Like he would have wanted to take on a project. And then somehow later, I don't know if I remember even remembering the thing. Somehow later in the conversation, he was saying, yo, but like he's thinking he's matching any other projects versus what he has in front of him already. Plus, he already had stated something about helping his uncle. So everything was just, you know, coming in front of him at that moment and that given time. Come on, man. So what you call it now? This sponsor, this sponsor. If that person, I think it's a male, if that person really did call somebody like Max One, okay, he said the sponsor said that they are not on any side. They help anybody in the village and anybody who they choose, they will help. So he's free to call anybody who he wants to call. Point taken, because first and foremost, your enemy and I'm my enemy. And unless that person do something to me personally, I'm not taking on them. And being in an environment where, you know, everybody have to face each other one way or the other, I honestly think that this bag of enemy thing and everybody an enemy to everybody is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like personally, I think it's crazy because if a fire catch, even though if somebody do you wrong, that don't mean you're gonna stand up and skin your teeth with them. But you right the rights and wrong the wrongs. That's just basically what I'm saying. So I'm saying simply because the person say, um, he's no enemy. Allegedly, Max One is saying that the person says he's not on any sides, negative, positive. He's just here to help the needy, and he sent $700. And is it true that what Marwa and Gitriba showed on screen that they bought, is it true that that $700 bought all of that? And that's it. Now, we know better because we heard and we saw what Marwa said, whatever monies were left over. Um, Basically, whatever monies were left over, what his thoughts were towards it. Now, Max One himself even have a issue now that the monies that were left over was not given to the grandma because she has needs and she also has a business. He should have topped up the grandma's business and give her the money. The thing about it is that yes, the monies could have been given to the grandma. Yes, yes. But if you have um a particular instruction that you have to carry out. Or furthermore, my question is instead of me just blatantly stating that, the question I should be asking is were they given like detailed instructions? And I can't say they because it was Marwa, I think, who was dealing with it. Was he given detailed instruction? And guys, I don't know. I really don't know. But these little projects, like somebody like Marwa, I understand sometimes, when your channel your channel is at a particular level and your village is something that you always want to put on the forefront. Somehow, you just want to make sure that everybody is okay. I started off actually by saying something like that. But sometimes honestly, I think that Marwa needs to avoid these projects. Just select a few. Just select a few, even though you don't know which one is going to be the problematic one. You really don't know which one is going to be the problematic one. But just select something. Select something, and then you can you go from there. Because as far as I'm seeing here, hmm, Lord have mercy. Okay, with an exchange of 125, 700 is equal to seven 7,500. Am I seeing correctly? So that why didn't you call Marwa? Or who? Oh, exactly, 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 exactly. I'm questioning all of that. All of that. I'm questioning all of that. It's crazy. I get distracted. Sometimes I really don't like to read the comments because it throw me off. I was saying, right, with Marwa's channel size, I honestly believe that some of these things, some of these so-called projects from sponsors, as much as he wants to use these as highlights for his look, it's very hot this morning. As much as he wants to use these for highlights for his channels, and to show for his that he's doing something for the village, or he's using his platform rather to do something for the village. Like, as much as this is somehow good, to put in his catalog, I can see where it is creating confusion and chaos. Honestly, mm, misery love company. The truth and nothing but the truth. That's the truth and nothing but the truth. There's so much things going on in my head, like listening to Max One and the craziness. Like, um, the internet, what YouTube is now used for is crazy. There's no more reasoning. Um, or maybe this donor, alleged donor that called him Max One, probably never know that I'm flustered. Honestly, but I tell you, I'm flustered because I'm trying to wrap my head around the fact that Marwa was talking so good about this, like so good about this person, Mr. Whoever, and that the person is coming to the village soon. Like, Maxman, are you really serious about this? That this person went and called you? I mean, guys, on YouTube, when you think you've seen everything, sometimes, another surprise is around the corner. Another surprise is around the corner waiting for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but these happenings, if it is true, if it is true, like I said, Max One is a desperate fella at times. If it is true, because I learned to take what him say with a grain of salt, and a lot of the others, they fabricate a lot of stuff. No, and if it ain't so, this person who called him probably is pretending to be the sponsor, because believe me, it happens. It does happen. And unfortunately, he may have fall for some bull crap. You understand? Unfortunately, he may have just fall for some bull crap to carry on with the mix up thing that they're trying to clap at Marwa constantly. Not even Marwa alone, like the whole family, as far as me concerned. But most times a lot of these things are designed for content, right? Like, people would just want the entertainment, and scripts will be scripting, and they would fabricate stuff. They will create a scenario because they know there's this old thing that we say in Jamaica, to send the fool a little further. So because Max One is gullible, he wants the content. Let's put it this way then. Because he's gullible and he's looking for information on anything Marwa, then somebody may have, seen that gap and decide to fill it. I don't know. As well as, because right now we have to question this thing. We have to question this thing. We are not sure, as me say, because Max One is very gullible, and Max One comes here desperate from time to time, and do and say crazy things just out of desperation. Let me not get distracted. So, is this a case where a donor has literally sent this much amount of money for Mary? And this is for those of you who might have just joined. And as you come in kindly, guys, please, 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 please hit the like. If you just joined, kindly hit the like button. And thank you for taking the time out to join. I actually came in on the wrong channel. I started streaming on the wrong channel. Um, As you can see, it's saying the Real Things podcast and not the Real Things reaction. But it is what it is. It's one company, anyways. Anyways. So one brand. Um, as I was saying, is it that this donor sent all this money and be snooping around to get prices based on what Max is saying? The donor wanted to know prices and also wanted to know if that money, um like the amount of stuff that they got, if that money that they mentioned, the amount, the total, if that's the amount they should be mentioning, if it's worth all of that. Max is saying hell no, hell no, it is worth more. I don't know if I can even hear him again because my internet buffering a lot. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Guys, I-
Because I don't know where he comes from. I don't know where he sails from. Uh, told me, Max One, how are you? I said, Nyabohanse village is a calm, welcoming village, no drama. It's only that we have to correct where we can. So he told me, Max One, I had been watching you for a very long time, and I've realized that you are doing an amazing thing in the community. And
I guess he's struggling to talk
the
today.
donors who have been supporting the vulnerables in the community, I don't choose.
Let's leave him for now. Let's leave him for now because apparently he has a cold. So you can hear, if you heard anything what he said there a while ago, the donor is basically saying that what what they want to do, what they intend to do is basically support the rebels in the village. Now, I understand that they may have wanted to choose Marwa based on what they say that Marwa is open and is a trusting person. I understand all of that. But as I was saying earlier, is if you trust somebody, why question? I mean, I understand nobody's perfect. If all of this is true, if you trust somebody, someone who came to the camera, explain himself away till it sounds like he's explaining too much, and yet you still found enemy, his enemy to go call and question about prices and the cost of the items if they're worth the money that they're calling online. I'm confused. I'm confused. If this is real, I mean, these guys done stuff like this before, but if this is real, my message would be something like this. Tomorrow, take some time, sit down, and if you identify one or two projects, don't just allow these people to pounce upon you and send you out like a errand boy. You are not. You are not. Don't allow it. You have a channel, you have a brand, you're working on your personal life. I don't think, I don't think that you should be just jumping on any bandwagon. I understand. I understand that for the love that you have for your village, nothing is wrong if you use your platform to, do like a public shout to ask for some help to uplift your village, because after all, you would love to see them, every last one of them, where you are or even higher than you. I understand all of that. But at the rate of how these things are happening, trust no one. You should be even more wary of these entities that are coming from left, right, and center. That's just my message. Honestly, trust no one. And I know that Marwa is aware of what a lot of these people are capable of, in a sense, like the ones in the village that they don't want to see. He said it himself over and over. People are not happy for other people's success. He said some 2 days ago or 1 day ago that he will not stop helping his village. He will not, in whatever way he can. Let me emphasize on that. He will not stop. And I totally agree with you. But if you are going to stand there and allow for people to come out and say that you scam them out of maybe $900 by now, because one time he said 700 was sent, and then after that two more $100 was sent. That is word coming out of Max One's mouth. So that is total into $900. And both between yourself and Gitariba, no, between Marwa and Gitariba, they should come out and stop playing around. That is what he's saying. Stop fooling around. You can't fool people, because that money that they're calling for the items that they showed that they purchased, that price, that total that they're calling, it ain't so. And they should stop fooling people. Even the house that they paint, that Git Reba said he painted, the house was not done even painted in. You should undercoat it first, and then you paint, and the yada da da da. And the woman needs the money to fix the roof. I think Mara washed his hands a little bit this last time when he said, any money after, send it to Git Reba. Because and it's good if you're if he's really getting wary, because these nitty nitty projects, in a sense, are more likely the ones to create issues. If you're building a house, me no mind. These are the ones that you should get involved with. Maybe like getting some scholarships or something along the line. Scholarships, whatever, tuition fees, just tuition fees. You could do like a drive, like a yearly tuition drive. It's just my suggestion. So you would say maybe for the month of April, I'm going to use my platform. As just my idea. Use my platform. I, as Marwa, I'm going to use my platform for the month of April to find 4 sponsors for maybe whatsoever a age group kids, or whatever amount, like a 3 kids or 2 kids or whatever. I think that you need to analyze these things, sort them out and prioritize your projects that you take on, because these nitty things are becoming very problematic and scandalous, even though, it's not everything that comes out of the mouths of these so-called village mates are true. They lie a lot, they fabricate stuff a lot, and not that stuff are not happening on the ground. Don't get me wrong. But we know what we are up against, because we've seen how these people behave. And they're very, very, very cunning at times and desperate. Anyway, as we are on the topic of desperation, desperate and desperation. Let me just see something here before we go on to the next topic. Grandma's stated that Oh God. Oh God. Anything for views. Like I say, he's desperate. The guy is desperate and we have to look out for anything. But the thing about it is that if you're gonna come out here and sit on your platform as what is he calling himself? A district what? A district rep or something? I don't know. I don't know. If he's gonna come out here on his platform and say these things, well, I'm sorry for him because you know the internet now go sleep. They will remember. It will remember. Now, as I was saying on the as I talk about desperation, I saw. I mean, this is off topic. I saw Prince Odinga showing um showing a video, a clip on his channel with a lady in tears at the gate of Marwa, um, saying that she was rejected and what have they done to Marwa, why he has become so maybe hostile. That was not her word, but I'm saying that. Why? What have they done to Marwa? Because Marwa was not this type of person. And my thoughts on this, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on this before I bounce because I have to be somewhere. My 2 cents on this is that if you don't if you don't put order, some kind of order at some point, you know, and you continue to have this free for all, honestly, the amount of weird stuff that has already happened, the amount of weird stuff that has already happened, it would only get more weird. We would have said in Jamaica weirder. It would get weirder. It would only get more weird. No, we heard Marwa complaining some few days ago about a woman that has showed up at his gate and refused to leave. Hey, Rosio, I think you need to come get your husband, girl. You need to come get your husband. It's not a laughing matter, but sometimes you have to add some humor to it. Now, on a serious note, I was thinking to myself, Marwa is not serious. So you come out to your gate, knowing how this world is crazy AF. You come through your gate. Day one, this woman was there. Marwa, Marwa, Marwa. Day two, this woman was there. Oh, Marwa, Marwa, give me a minute. You come and you whine, you complain, you complain. And you're not calling the police. Bro, continue being as nice as you are. Bro, times have changed. People are crazy. You see how far this woman reached now on the net, bawling. And as according to her, all that she wanted to do was to ask you questions about your travel. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's crazy. All she wanted to do was ask him about if he had any, if Marwa had any uh contacts or something like that in the West. No, I didn't watch the entire thing because that was just before I came here. And like I said, I was in a hurry because I have somewhere to be. Um, but as far as I heard what Prince was saying and what the little bit from the clip that I heard, she was saying when she was crying that she said she does not want any shout outs. Number one, she has her money. Number two, and she just wanted to ask some questions. Number three, I'm saying like Prince Odinga says, I'm going based off of what he said. Prince Odinga says she's a TikTok star. And if she's a TikTok star, it simply mean that you're a social media person. If you're out there balling and doing content. Like that, you must have an understanding of how communication works. So it simply means, I'm saying all of that to say, simply means that you're not doing no cave people business right now. You are intelligent, you have an understanding of how things are work, how things are going. So you should know that at this point in time, um, sorry, I'm getting distracted. You should know that at this point in time, you basically can communicate with this gentleman in the way how people communicate in the real world. Oh my God. The way how people communicate in the real world via email, not even Instagram or his number on WhatsApp or whatever. People mostly respond to email quick and fast because they want to know, especially if you you give your email a proper caption. Title your email properly, you format your email looking like a business person with some query or looking like somebody who means business, intelligent person, and you send that email. Chances are you will get a response. But no, she chose to go over. I think that was a sinister act. It's crazy. She chose to go and camp out at the gate. And then when she was rejected, she, you say rejected, she got the cold shoulder and she went crying on social media. You see how easy things could just. I think she said she used to do positive reaction on Marwa also. She used to do positive reaction on Marwa also, and she can't believe that Marwa would actually treated her in this manner. Mm. Big up yourself, sis. Big up yourself. Trust that everything is okay with you. I'm about to close off right now. Also, like me say, I think that, you know, really and truly, she had some kind of sinister ideas. He's there. She watches him. She knows that, you know, bro is alone at this point. She may have wanted to put in a few good words. She might have wanted to put in a few words. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But um unfortunately, Marwa didn't give her the time of day. So she took to social media to tell them, ask them rather, what did they do to Marwa to make him become this cool? Now we've seen Marwa making some changes here and there, and I'm kind of happy. I'm also saying too little, too late because we've been warning you a long time before things turn sour in not so many ways. But it's all right. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes nothing happen before it's time, you know. And a lot of things happen also. So you learn. You learn. A lot of things happen, and you learn. You understand? So my God. Hmm. Oh my God. I don't know. A lot of things, the way how it's happening now couldn't happen before. It couldn't happen before. So as them say, nothing happened before its time. So honestly, I'm just hoping for the best for Marwa at this point in time. Um I hope that, you know, as time goes on, it makes some more sensible decisions in terms of or smarter decisions in terms of these projects or whatever you want to call them. I don't know. I don't know. Um I pray that, even though he says he will continue to help his village, nobody saying to stop, but just analyze your thing in the right way. And even though you do it sometimes, even though you may say you're doing it right, correct, it's still sometimes you will find something seeping through the gap to create issues. But it's just life. But these things that I'm seeing happening here constantly is too often. It's too often. It's too often. And some sinister people just, or some people with some sinister intentions just creeping in constantly doing some crazy things and making the thing look murky away and killing people's spirits. You have good people out there who really want to help wholeheartedly, and they are. A lot of them are, but boy, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, I understand if you send your money, if it's true, if it's true. That all that the guy is saying, all that Max one is saying. I understand if you send your money, you want to make sure that you know how your money is being spent. But why would you go and ask Max one? It is Marwa that you should call and ask, bro, or Gitriba. Why would you ask Max one? Gitriba, I've seen you. You're saying that this and this, the bed cost that, and the stuff that you bought for Mary cost this. Then in Kenya, isn't that money amount to so and so? Find a way to ask. Find a way to ask, but to go and ask a complete enemy, no, bro, you're looking for trouble. Honestly, though, my thoughts on this is that um, all are innocent until proven guilty. Number one. Number two, for all I know, this could be another one of Max One's desperate actions. You know, not that, like I said, not that something can really be happening on the ground, and not that we don't see some crazy things happening out here. But I just feel deep down that until this person comes out and speak publicly or comment publicly, just like the one that I saw was commenting underneath when the issue with Muremi some days ago, and the person commented under Anesto's comment and said, I will not use my money to build any fence because I never knew that this is the way how you guys are fighting each other, so on and so forth, whatever. Now, until this person come out and clear the air, I don't think I'm going to really, 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 my 2 cents on it. I don't think I'm going to really, really put my pennies on that, because I know these people, how they behave when they get desperate and they make stories, and they will come out just to create problems. Just to create problems. You understand? Anywho, like I said, there are good people out there that are doing the thing, and there are still good people out there also that are, waiting in line to continue helping however they can. But somewhere along the line, you're gonna find thorns, among the roses. But it's just life. It's just life. Anyway, my people, thank you very much for taking the time out to come under the sound of my voice. I'm sorry that I came early, and I'm also sorry that we ended up on the other channel because I was here live yesterday. Should have been over on the other one, but it is what it is. We'll make it up as we go along, and I hope that we continue to, you know, support in however we can, by watching, liking, commenting. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. And let's me see you on the next one. One love. Peace out.